Hey everybody, Lynn McDonald here. I am a life coach and a hypnotist, and I wanted to talk to you today about trusting yourself. Many of you know that, well, if you know me, you might not know me. Hi, I'm Lynn. Uh, and I'm obsessed with Oprah Winfrey. I love Oprah. I have watched Oprah since I was a teenager, and well, however old I was when I started to really obsess with the Oprah Winfrey Show. So I'm aging myself, of course, but I just love Oprah. So I had an opportunity to meet Oprah, and I actually got my picture taken with her, but I have to tell you that it almost didn't happen. So the story has some relevance. I'll get there in a minute. But so anyway, Oprah Winfrey in 2020, before everything went to shit in March, was doing her Weight Watchers 2020 Vision Tour, and she had a lot of guests, and it was really awesome and fun. And so my friend Jen Sullivan, who is a hoot and I love her, called and she's like, Lynn, we have to go to the show at Barclays. We have to go. And I'm like, well, it's sold out, but I know people at Live Nation where I used to work, so I'll call and see if they have any holds. So we get tickets. Okay, so now we're like, all right, we're in the building. Close. We're in vicinity of Oprah. We're in the O-Aura. So then she calls me a couple days later and she's like, oh my God, I have a friend who's running the VIP experience, and I'm going to get us backstage and meet Oprah. I'm like, oh my God, my dreams are coming true. So a couple days go by and Jen calls and she's like, oh, Lynn, I got bad news for you. And I'm like, what? She's like, he said he could only get me one pass and you can't meet Oprah. And I was like, shut the hell up. There is no way I'm going to get in that building and not meet Oprah. So 30 years in the music business helped with my tenacity and connections and 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Like, who do I know that knows this guy that's in charge of the VIP experience? He knows who it is, and I'm appreciating everything that happened the way it did. So anyway, I'm calling, I look at his Facebook page, and I'm like, who do I know that knows this guy? And I call a few people, and I'm like, look, I want to meet Oprah. Do you know this guy well enough to squeeze him to get me a pass? And they're like, no. And then I finally call my friend Dennis, who is awesome. He's like, yeah, he's not only like a colleague of mine, but he's like one of my best friends from high school. And I'm like, can you squeeze him to get me Oprah, to meet Oprah? And he's like, don't embarrass yourself. And I said, I promise I won't. So anyway, end of the story is I get to meet Oprah. I have my picture. I'll post it down below. I am like ecstatic that I get to meet Oprah, and I'm backstage and having fun and seeing people and whatever. But what's the gist of the story? The gist of the story that I was reminded of by my coach Dan Mason, an awesome human, was that he said, look, when in the past have you trusted yourself where you just didn't care what the outcome was going to happen, and you didn't care how you were getting there? Just trust yourself and get an inspired action. So the things that I did, was one, there's no way it's not happening, right? I did that when I was going to have my kids at 44. I was like, there's no way anyone can talk me out of this. It's happening. Now, was the journey a little challenging? Of course. The next thing you do, blinders. You do not care what anyone says that you can't do it. Nope. I don't hear you. I don't see you. I am focused on the end destination, and no one's talking me out of it. Okay? So there's the inspired action. There's the no way, no how, attitude. Like, I'm going to do it. It's happening. You're already there at the end of the race. You're already there. No one can talk you out of it. And then it's the energy in which you approach the thing. There was no way anyone was going to be like, you're not meeting Oprah. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to meet Oprah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't try. No, hell no. I'm meeting Oprah. Oh. So I'm crazy, I know. But that's the thing. It's like, so what do you want? Like, what do you want in your life that's in your heart and you're just like doubting yourself for whatever reason? And trust me, I do it to myself all the time, hence having Dan be my coach and reminding me of the things that I've accomplished in the past. So sometimes you need somebody to just yank it out of your ass and go, you got this, girl. You can do it. You already did it before. There are things in your life, I know for you, as well as it was for me, that I was just like, oh, but I really want this, but I don't know if I can do it, or people are telling me I'm an idiot, or I'm crazy, and you know what? F that nonsense. So, trust yourself that you have it in you to get done what you want, whatever's in your heart. If it's like having a job or a career or not, being an entrepreneur, then do it. If it's having kids later in life, then do it. If it's moving to a foreign country and people think you're insane, do it. Do it. And dig deep and go, all right, no matter what, blinders, I'm just going to do it. You know, it's like, there's no way it's not happening, and you just don't know how. That's the only thing I'm ever going to say. You just don't know how. You got to trust that the universe will provide the how. So that's my little spiel for today. I hope you found it entertaining. I know I always am entertained when I talk about Oprah. So have a good afternoon. See ya.